Why read? What makes reading so important? Reading develops and exercises your mind. Like other muscles, your mind needs exercise, and a great way to exercise your mind is by reading. Hello, and welcome to Saguaro. Let's talk about the importance of reading and how it can benefit you in your life. Be sure to watch until the end so you don't miss out on our simple tips to improve your reading skills and concentration. Before we get started, please smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more of our videos for a healthy mind, body, and soul. Multitasking with digital products. If you pay attention to the many digital platforms available today, you will notice that they are designed for small interactions. This is especially true with social media sites. Twitter is designed for you to read hundreds of short thoughts or short tweets. Instagram is designed for you to look at hundreds of photos. Messaging and email platforms are designed to hold multiple conversations with one message or email at a time. These products are designed, and most people run them in sync with each other. Though there may be exceptions, digital activity tends to promote context switching, or what most of us would call multitasking. The more you become an expert with online products, the more you become good at context switching. But is this beneficial? Being really good at context switching can help you balance things in school, work, and life. The problem underlying this is that not everything worthwhile in life can be addressed through rapid context switching. There are some things that require prolonged focus, such as studying, writing a paper, or working on a project. The biggest harm that context switching can bring you is that you will lose focus and concentration. Having strong concentration allows you to dive deeper into the task at hand. The digital world feeds into this context way of switching, and while it seems like a great tool, most activities you work on need concentration to complete. With context switching, you may feel like you are working on more projects all at once, but how many of them are you doing really well and with all your focus? This type of working style is also why people feel so stressed and more rushed than ever. Working on multiple projects at once sounds good to us, but unfortunately, it could be the very thing causing us the most harm. Instead, you should strive to improve your concentration and focus. Switching from multitasking to this type of work and having your brain concentrate on one task at a time can be really difficult. Initially, you will struggle, but the best way to overcome this and improve your concentration and focus is by reading. It is impossible to understand what you read when your mind is constantly context switching or thinking about other things. You can read the words, but because your brain is not actually focusing on what you're reading, you'll read a page or two and then you'll realize you've only been looking at the words. You actually haven't been absorbing anything at all. I'm sure most of us have experienced this situation. So reading may seem like a simple task, but it does require concentration if you want to absorb what you're reading. This is similar with audiobooks. If your brain is thinking about other things, if it's in context switching mode, you'll only be hearing the words, but not actually listening to the words. You won't be absorbing any of what the audiobook has to say. Besides improving your concentration and focus, reading also offers benefits that can be useful in other aspects of your life. Here are some of the benefits of reading and why right now is when you should start reading. Reading is very important because it can help you study smarter. It may take you a few weeks, but eventually reading will become a very useful habit. One of the effects of reading constantly is being able to turn on and off your ability to concentrate. Once you're able to do this, you can sit down with a book and be able to concentrate or focus on what you're reading without jumping around. This ability can help you enormously with your studies. Reading will also help you get more done. You can get more done in the same amount of time when you're concentrating fully as compared to when you're context switching. For example, if you sit down for hours to study, but really you're just on your phone a little bit and thinking of other things, you could do the same studying in half the time if you focus and avoid being on your phone. You will discover that similar effects are carried through in other aspects of your life. Reading is critically important because it trains your brain to be able to think and concentrate as opposed to context switching. You will be able to improve your life in seemingly unrelated ways. At work, you can get more done in less time if you have the focus and concentration. The same is true at home. If you can focus on the task that needs to be done, you can finish it more quickly. Reading also affects your way of thinking. Another major benefit of reading and developing better concentration is that you can absorb the words on the page of the book you're reading more efficiently. When you absorb what you read, it affects the way you think. It doesn't matter whether you read biographies, novels, poetry, short stories, or essays. The more you start reading, the better your brain will become at concentrating and focusing on the task at hand. What matters most is you are able to digest the concept or idea and compare it with your other sources and then apply it to your life. With reading, you can also find your passion. The cool thing about books, you can find a book by an author that has dedicated their life to that passion. Reading a book they wrote is the same as having a conversation with them. While you are reading, you are learning from their mistakes before you make your own. Or maybe you are stuck where you are, and reading a book written by someone who is where you want to be shows you the path you haven't thought of and frees you from your current rut. To say it in a few words, reading is a way to unlock the easy button. Those are the major benefits of reading and why it's so important right now. Feed this concentrating part of your brain so that you can continue to explore your passion and possibly find passions for new things. In this world we live in, it can be hard to focus on one thing at a time, and for some of us, reading is one of those things. It is really hard to sit down and read a book and prevent our brain from thinking of all the other tasks we have to do. If you need help improving your concentration while you read, here are some simple but useful tips. Number 1. Try some concentration exercises. Go back to the basics and try some simple concentration exercises to help you get your focus back. Meditating for a few minutes each morning can be very beneficial, as well as the practice of moving meditation. You do this by leaving your phone at home and taking a walk with the intention of being mindful. Focus on your breath and observe the details of the natural world around you. It will help you improve your concentration while also giving you some low-impact physical exercise. Number 2, read small sections of a book each day. If you're having a hard time trying to finish a long novel, then start with a shorter book. Commit to reading small sections of the book each day. You can start reading with 10 to 15 pages per day, and then try to increase the pages as time goes on. Number 3, improve your vocabulary. If you know the meaning of the words you are reading, you can improve your ability to comprehend the meaning of the text. Help yourself by improving your vocabulary. Here are some useful things that will help you. Take an online quiz to assess your current vocabulary level. List unfamiliar words that you read and look them up in the dictionary. Use flashcards to quiz yourself once or twice a week on some new words. Use your newly learned words in your verbal or written communication each day. Put to work what you've learned. Number 4. Bring a book with you to read during any downtime. For most of us, reaching for our smartphones when we have even just a minute or two of downtime throughout the day has become a deeply ingrained habit. How do you break that cycle? Replace it. Get into the habit of bringing a book with you. The next time you find yourself with a few minutes to kill, take out your book and leave your phone in your bag. I know, you can download books to your phone and read that way, but I don't recommend it at first, especially if you're trying to replace social media with reading. You need to replace the habit, and by using your phone, you're allowing yourself too much temptation to be just a quick click away. Number 5, take notes. Give yourself a little homework to take your reading from passive to active by taking notes. This can help you concentrate even more. Mark up important passages in the book with your own observations. You can use sticky notes to indicate sections with useful information that you might want to come back to. This will not only improve your concentration, it will also heighten your analytical thinking skills. Number 6, set a realistic goal that you can easily achieve. Set a goal for yourself that you know you can meet each day. For example, instead of saying that you want to read an entire book in a week, say that you will read 3 to 5 chapters each night. This will allow you to reach your goals while providing adequate time to process what you are reading between each session. There you have it, some reasons to start reading, and quick tips to help you improve your reading skills and concentration. Do you like to read? What type of books do you love to read? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Click the notification bell, or I'll unleash this colony of termites in your home. Please check out our other videos.